What's up, Steelers Nation? Your Pittsburgh Steelers are grinding hard behind the scenes this offseason, doing everything in their power to reshape this roster and bring winning football back to the city that lives and breathes the black and gold. The front office, coaching staff, and players are laser focused on taking that next step in 2025. And you can feel the energy building, even in the middle of June. While the team is putting in the work at OTAs and team meetings, fans like us are glued to every headline, rumor, and free agency whisper floating around. And let me tell you, things just got a whole lot more interesting. Before we get into the biggest storylines that have been circulating around Steelers Nation, make sure you hit that like button if you're passionate about seeing this team return to the playoffs. And if you're not already subscribed, now is the perfect time to join the family. We're breaking down every move, every rumor, and every roster battle as they happen. Now let's talk about what's got Steelers fans buzzing. One name, Jalen Ramsey. That's right. There's growing chatter around the idea that Pittsburgh may be looking to trade for the all-pro cornerback currently with the Miami Dolphins. Before anyone gets too excited and starts ordering custom jerseys, let's break down how this rumor started, what's credible about it, and whether this is a move the Steelers should actually make. The speculation took off thanks to a post from an ex, formerly Twitter account known simply as Ricky. Now, I know, this isn't Adam Schefter or Ian Rappaport, but here's what makes this interesting. This is the same guy who leaked the George Pickens trade rumor before it was official. Hours before Pittsburgh made that surprising move to ship Pickens to the Cowboys, this account dropped the hint. And he was right. That kind of track record, while limited, makes fans pay attention, and rightly so. In his latest post, Ricky floated that the Steelers were showing interest in either Jair Alexander from Green Bay or Jalen Ramsey from Miami. That alone sent a jolt through Steelers Twitter. And honestly, this is a move that actually makes a lot of sense. Let's be real. Pittsburgh's secondary struggled last season. Injuries, inconsistency, and lack of depth plagued this group, especially as the year wore on. Corey Trice missed the entire season. The nickel corner spot was a revolving door between Beanie Bishop Jr. and Cam Sutton. And while we brought in veteran Dante Jackson during the offseason, his play fell off late last year. Pro Football Focus gave him a dismal 50.0 grade, ranking him 118th out of 222 NFL corners. That's not playoff caliber performance. So now, picture plugging in Jalen Ramsey, a player with 3 All-Pro selections, incredible versatility, and championship pedigree. Ramsey isn't just a boundary corner. He's capable of sliding inside to the slot, matching up with tight ends, and erasing top receivers. In 2021, he logged over 340 snaps in the slot. Even last season with Miami, he took 185 snaps inside. That kind of flexibility is invaluable, especially in the AFC, where you're facing elite quarterbacks almost every week. Financially, Ramsey carries a $16.6 million cap hit in 2025. That's not cheap, but it's also not outrageous considering his talent. Given his age, he'll be 31 during the season, and recent injury history, the Dolphins likely wouldn't command a first or second round pick. Most analysts believe a day 3 pick, like a conditional 5th rounder that could escalate to a 4th if Pittsburgh makes the playoffs and Ramsey meets snap count thresholds, would get it done. That's classic Omar Khan. Low risk, high reward. It feels very on brand for this front office. But here's the key. This can't be the only move. If Pittsburgh is serious about competing in 2025, they'll also need to address the offense, specifically at wide receiver. Which brings us to the second hot topic, Keenan Allen. For weeks now, fans have been fantasizing about what Allen could bring to this offense, especially with Aaron Rodgers now in town. The idea of Rodgers throwing to a veteran like Allen sounds great on paper. But during a recent viral clip on TikTok from a stream with Jay Goofy Live, Allen gave a brutally honest response when asked about possibly joining the Steelers. He said, and I'm paraphrasing, Rodgers being the quarterback definitely interests him. But Pittsburgh? Not so much. Ouch. That stung a little for Steelers fans, no doubt. But let's not. What's interesting, though, is that Allen didn't completely shut the door. He followed up by saying, but hey, you never know. That's NFL code for everything is negotiable. Injuries happen, needs change, cap space opens up. Don't count this one out just yet. Even so, fans should manage expectations. The Steelers have never been a team to throw big contracts at flashy free agents, especially wide receivers. They value locker room fit, culture, and continuity. Allen might be a luxury move rather than a necessity right now, especially with questions still looming around the offensive line and depth at quarterback. But that's the bigger picture the Steelers have to juggle. And it gets even more intriguing when you look at the running back situation heading into 2025. Jalen Warren. It's officially his time. With Najee Harris no longer in the building, the backfield now belongs to the former undrafted free agent who's been earning every yard the hard way since day one. Warren has become a fan favorite thanks to his relentless running style, ability to catch out of the backfield, and his all-around grit. But this will be the first time in his NFL career that he's walking into the season as the clear-cut starter. During a recent media availability at OTAs, Warren spoke candidly about how his offseason preparation has changed, and it was powerful. He said he's focused more on longevity this year, less on the old-school grind like running endless hills, and more on maintaining his body for a full season as a workhorse back. That shows maturity, and a full understanding of what's now expected of him. In 2024, despite only playing in 49% of the offensive snaps, Warren still managed to rack up over 1,000 all-purpose yards. That's incredible production in a limited role. And it didn't go unnoticed. Pittsburgh placed a second-round restricted free agent tender on him, signaling that they view him as a core piece moving forward. But don't get too comfortable just yet. There's competition behind him. Rookie Caleb Johnson, a third-round pick, brings real upside and will be gunning for touches. And don't forget veterans like Cordarrelle Patterson and Kenneth Gainwell, who are fighting not only for RB3 reps, but also for the kickoff returner role under the NFL's new return rules. The bigger conversation here? Warren's long-term future. If he delivers a breakout season, say 1,200 rushing yards and stays healthy, Pittsburgh is going to have a decision to make. Do they re-sign him and invest in the position, or let him walk and turn to the younger, cheaper Johnson? That's a classic NFL conundrum, and one that could define the Steelers' cap strategy in 2026. But make no mistake, Warren isn't thinking about contracts or future negotiations. He's focused on proving he can be that guy for 17 games. He said it himself. This game is about longevity. The best ability is availability. And he's right. That kind of mindset, paired with his physical style, is exactly what Pittsburgh's offense needs, especially if Rodgers is under center and the team is trying to control the tempo, stay balanced, and compete in the AFC. Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear what you think. And if you love this kind of deep dive Steelers content, smash that like button and make sure you're subscribed. You won't want to miss any breaking news, trade rumors, or training camp storylines as we head toward what promises to be a pivotal season in Pittsburgh. Let's go, Steelers.